2014. Shut up, Christmas time with the Grinch. I don't talk about that shit like I missed it. I just thought she would have been different. And that it's my baby girl. She's my name. Oh, because I have you breaking my heart. I still feel your scars. Let him go on the phone with his cousin. He gave my nigga 20. The way he was living. And then the moon comes out. And then his selfish way. I take the blame for that. I take the blame for that. I take the blame for that. I take the blame. I take the blame. I don't talk about that shit like I miss it. I don't talk about that shit like I miss it. And in the daytime, I have night. And in the daytime, I have nightmares. You breaking my heart. Uh, uh, so what the fuck is the word? Yeah. Tripping. Oh. What the fuck is the word? Only concern. Wide body. And he pull up in the new wide body. All the narcotics. Oh, these niggas dead wrong. Hey, to my left, I spot her. Yeah. Oh, Yeah. It say how Mr. Goddamn it be. it say, hey, hold up. It say how Mr. Goddamn it be. Oh yeah, so uh I was trying to use my Elgato, but I don't think I got the right I don't think I got the right 3.0 cable for it. So it's not powering how it's supposed to be. It worked for us like one time, then I turn everything off and turn it back on, then that shit won't work. So I think it got something to do with the power cord. So I gotta like order probably like a power cord. It's a little 3.0 power cord. So I had to put back on my other sound card. I mean sound card, capture card, sound. I was capture card. Sound card is like soundboard. But yeah, I had to put back on the other capture card. So all the stuff that I had before I before the computer, I don't know what happened. I erased something trying to free up space, man, and erase my whole setting. So that's why I had to deal with what I had to deal with those with all those videos between last month and this month. But when I plugged it back in last night, it reset everything back to how I had it before those 2 months. So everything should be like it should be no late lip talking. Like everything should sync with everything. The audio should sync with the video now. Should. Now I don't know. Um, let me make sure. This is what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna make sure that our mic is playing perfectly fine because and y'all know I've been gone for a couple days, man. I needed a fucking break. My shit was fucking ruining me. My fucking body was talking to me bad. So I wasn't on here for probably damn I think it was like a week. But we had videos putting it out, putting them out, so we was good. But yeah, if y'all was wondering where the hell I was for damn near a week, that's where I was. All right. So yeah, I mean, might sound good. Might sound good. Okay, might sound good. Now, let's try to play this video. Let's try to play this video. Oh, fucking Jay keep fucking tearing up. All right, let's try to play this video. Where is it? Right here. Yeah, so everything look like it's lined up. Nah, you ain't hit no spot. You ain't hit no spot. If you would have pulled up, if you would have pulled up how you pulled off, you would have had it. But you ain't pull up how you pulled off. So you got to work on it. He got and then his dumb ass. I'm glad his ass got caught. Singer they arrested weeks after parents testified underage girlfriend. I'm glad. I'm glad. I hope they bake the shit out of his stupid ass. Look at the picture though. I ain't noticed the face. I ain't noticed the face. I ain't noticed how he got one eye showing and he don't got one eye showing. Y'all be thinking y'all be. I'm telling you, man. Y'all be thinking y'all cause y'all know it don't work like that, gang. You got to give something to get something. You fucking idiots. I don't understand what y'all not getting about it. Shit, bro, just go ahead and get you some money, gang. It don't matter because it take you fucking 15 years to get it. You gonna see it, trust me. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this grind, bro, all that selling yourself and sucking dick and selling your asshole and all that shit, man. Goofy shit, man. That's goofy shit, man. That's some goofy shit, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's some goofy shit, gang. I'm gonna be completely honest. They say that I'm twinning. I wonder why body. Not pull up. I said, you got a hold on me. All right, no. What I wanted to watch though, was the update on where is it? They say that I'm tripping. Not the David E situation. It was where was it? It was the Ben 10 in them situation. Uh, I made it. I don't think I saved it. Okay, so they said that boy got arrested, dog. Put that boy in a put that boy in a fucking blender. They say the timing looks real suspicious. I bet it do. Oh, I bet it does. Oh, I bet it does look very suspicious.
Another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm
Bro, I ain't
rocking with
watched
y'all, and y'all
1090
rocking
Jake
with
in
me.
so
And for
long.
this video, we're gonna be speaking on All-Star
I ain't
JR
watched
being
1090
picked
Jake
up
in
by
so
the
long.
feds for
Holy
the
shit.
shooting
1090
that paralyzed NBA Ben 10. Quick pause, because this might actually help you out. If you've ever needed access to your money before payday, there's a banking app called Current that lets you get up to $750 as a paycheck advance once you qualify. So instead of waiting for payday, you can get access to your funds earlier when you actually need them. Paycheck advance is clearly my favorite part, and I'm sure will be yours too. But if you're trying to build your credit or just want your direct deposit sooner, it handles all of that in
so it
one
don't
app.
sound like
If
I
you
got
scan
no
the
echo.
QR
So
code,
it
it'll
sound
take
like
you
we
straight to
good,
the
bro.
sign up page where you can create an
It sound like
account.
we back
Just
good
go
for
through the
sure.
normal
Let's get
sign
it.
up steps,
like
enter
that.
your information, and order your current card.
I like when we
After you
straight.
complete those steps, you'll see the option to enter my promo code Jake1090, which unlocks the $75 bonus. If you ever feel like managing money is stressful or tight sometimes, it's definitely worth just checking it out, because that's literally what it's designed for, helping people like you stay more on top of their finances. April 17th, 2026, a special agent within the FBI would file a criminal complaint with the U.S. Attorney's Office within the Southern District of Texas. This complaint would allege Detroit's Defensive Player of the Year apparently made a mistake that will cost him the rest of the season, as he's federally accused of being a felon in possession of a firearm.
Get the fuck out
This
of
crime stems from the shooting that sat NBA Ben 10 down permanently, and even more details of how it all went down would be revealed.
Permanently? Wait, so he is paralyzed? So he is paralyzed. Damn. No way. No way he paralyzed for real. That's crazy, bro. All that time, all them years.
On April 8th, Houston police responded to a shooting in progress, and arriving on scene would locate John Doe number 1, who we all know to be Ben 10, on the ground inside the restaurant with a gunshot wound to his neck. Officers also observed a trail of blood leading from the main dining room to the elevator, and a large pool of blood in the elevator. The blood trail continued to the parking garage where officers found John Doe number 2, who we know to be Dead End Ron. He'd suffered multiple gunshot wounds to his hands and legs. The victims were transported to a hospital while the shooter, All-Star JR, fled the scene before police even arrived. On-scene officers found a black Glock 43X, a holster, and 10 fired 9mm shell casings with blood on them. A Glock 43X comes with a factory 10-round magazine, meaning the weapon was fired until empty, so in other words, JR mag-dumped them. Detectives would watch the surveillance video seeing JR at a table with a woman. The two walked out of frame to the elevators, then JR returned on the phone. A group would follow him, crowding around him, before the altercation broke out and a man attempted to drag JR to the elevator. Ben 10 can be seen attempting to take JR's chain alongside an unidentified suspect named John Doe number 3. John Doe number 3 would actually snatch the chain, running out of the restaurant as Dead End Ron was able to remove JR's watch from his wrist. JR was apparently beating on Ben 10 when they began jumping him and a gun falls to the ground. Well, JR fell next to the gun, took control of it, and Ben 10 was the first to be shot, immediately collapsing to the floor, initially on his side before rolling onto his back as everyone runs off on him. From the sounds of it, the first shot that hit Ben 10 paralyzed him. JR would follow the crowd, firing after them. He then went back to Ben 10, standing over him before shooting him again. He tried to keep firing, but the gun was out of ammo, so instead he pistol whipped him and spit on him. JR can be seen on video.
I thought this was trolling. I thought all this was trolling. So he actually did all this for real. Damn. Ooh. God damn, my boy. Holy shit. Imagine you getting sent off and the nigga you getting sent off on, the Negro you getting sent off on, you think he ain't like that. We about to do his ass. He ain't like that. Listening to another goofy. And then your ass end up looking like a goofy. That shit crazy.
Wiping off the gun before placing it behind a hostess stand and leaving the scene. Records would show Ben 10 has no sensation in his legs, meaning he's paralyzed from the waist down. Dead End Ron would also have to get a finger amputated, and the arteries in his legs were destroyed by bullets. A bystander was also shot in the ass, suffering non-life-threatening injuries. Following the shooting, JR would take to Instagram posting pictures of himself inside a famous Detroit jewelry store while wearing a shirt that says, "Unplug that bitch ass ninja." JR would caption the post stating, "Had to shoot to the D and get new ice, cause my man's Ben 10 took some of my stuff to the hospital with him." He'd even hashtag Junior closed the elevator on Ron, claiming J Prince Jr. left Ron for dead. He'd also hashtag OG3 left them, after 3 can be seen being pulled away from the fight before gunshots rang out. Another post would state, "Thought he was mob-tized till I shot his ass a few times." So JR was publicly stating that he shot Ben 10 and Dead End Ron. Yeah, there was no shying away from it.
He was publicly. This was fucking globally. This was fucking worldwide. It wasn't no goddamn fuck publicly. This shit was nationwide. We all knew about this shit. When you talking publicly, nah, this was past that, bro. Bro, this was past. I mean, this man made like damn 17 goddamn diss songs right when it happened. Right when he left the motherfucking spot, he made one right when he left the spot. Then made 16 after the next couple days.
He was flat out standing on it. He'd even state Ben actually got some of his jewelry, but again, this whole crime was captured on camera, and police at the scene were the first to report they were attempting to snatch his chains. Now, I DM'd JR before I covered this shooting initially, And after he posted this pic, I DM'd him again saying, can't tell you how to move, but fuck all that dissing. Get some big interviews, drop that music, run it up. Don't let this be your defining moment. Use it to propel yourself where you want to be. As soon as I saw him dissing, it reminded me of BTB Savage, who killed a man in self-defense, flexed it, and then got gunned down for it. Yep. But instead of taking my advice or even responding, JR posted a dance challenge.
In honor of my nigga being 10, since he wanted to play, when I was getting me some food, we made a dance for him. Now the best way this dance can work, if a nigga shoot your dumb ass like 4 or 5 times before you fall. But if you don't got nobody to do that for you, just lay down smooth like this, right? Lay your bitch ass down. And you point them toes up, right? You spread a little bit, nigga done spanked you.
That nigga done spanked you.
Jump a little bit.
No way, bro. No way, bro. No way, no way, no way.
And you point them toes up, right? You spread a little bit, nigga done spanked you.
Watch it. Watch it.
Jump a little bit.
Turn into a freak beat on the floor. What the hell going on, man?
Do the BNT. Do the BNT. Do the BNT. Do the BNT. And there y'all go. BN10 challenge, man. Hey,
that's fucked
the best
up,
BN10
man.
challenge, man. Fuck it. $20,000 BN10 challenge. Best BN10 challenge, man, that go viral. Fuck with me. Let's get a what?
Now keep in mind at this time, Ben 10 had yet to speak out.
That's crazy.
He was listed in serious critical condition and no one knew if he was going to make it until he broke his silence.
You know, still early in the morning shit.
Man, you know we gotta get this shit in. These niggas sound stupid. Eating good around this bitch. Ain't nothing.
Stupid duck ass. Fuck wrong with you.
With the news that Ben 10 was alive and well, JR would immediately fire back on the gram.
I wake up. All you hoe ass niggas.
Yeah, I see this one though.
Tagging me, talking about, nigga, you see Ben back. You see Ben back. Well, if the bitch so back, tell him to do the Ben10. I'll double it for him. Fuck you talking about. Do that bitch, Ben. Nigga, this your dance. Get in your groove, nigga, if you back.
Dead and Ron would even post to his story showing a wrapped up hand after trading his finger for a watch. Ben would then post to his story asking for someone to pay him for an interview so he could tell the real story of how he tried to rob JR. A picture of Ben in a neck brace would leave many wondering his actual condition, and JR would post DMs the two had actually been sending to each other. The DMs would show Ben attempted to call JR, who said, "I ain't trying to talk, send me that challenge, pussy." Ben would say, "Oh, you really a bitch." And JR would fire back saying, "Says the ninja in the hospital full of bullets." JR would get real disrespectful asking, "You wipe that spit off your face? How it feel that everyone left your bum bitch ass to die? You ain't cut, you a bum ass do-boy."
Damn.
JR would go even further saying, "What's crazy was I ain't even tell y'all I spit on the goofy after he got flamed. Thick ass neck brace. Did you get popped or get in a 10-car pile up?
Damn.
I ain't doing your interview, bro. It's over." Ben would take to his story saying, "You telling the story for the police. Y'all literally getting all the information from him. It's so much I want to say, but I'm real and they got real street ninjas watching me. I refuse to let us down." Ben would post a video of him pouring up inside his hospital bed, but the comments would be flooded with trolls asking him to wiggle his toes. Another pic would show Ben 10 with 3 who was there when he was shot, and a nurse would comment on the pic saying the blue thing under Ben is a lift pad, confirming that Ben was paralyzed and unable to move. This entire social media back and forth would be observed and documented by local, state, and federal authorities. But the one piece of information that wasn't confirmed is whose gun was fired. JR has claimed he took the gun from one of them. With the majority of NBA being felons, none of them are gonna claim it as they'd be charged with the weapon, and this is where shit gets complicated. All-Star JR is a convicted felon after being sentenced to a 1.5 years for a home invasion in 2014. That conviction apparently bans him from the right to defend his own life. But the United States Courts of Appeals in the Sixth Circuit has detailed a rare exception as long as the defense demonstrates 5 requirements. The defendant must be able to demonstrate they reasonably feared death or serious injury from an imminent threat. They did not recklessly place themselves in the path of that threat. They had no reasonable alternative to possession. They reasonably believed possession would avert the threat, and they maintained possession only as long as necessary to avoid that threat. Those 5 requirements were used in USA versus Jafari Moore, a man who was staring down the barrel of a gun when he disarmed his attacker, shot him, and fled with the weapon. But because he took the weapon with him, possessing it longer than necessary, his federal appeal was denied. In this case, All-Star JR picked up a weapon that was allegedly dropped by his attackers, who already physically attacked and robbed him. He opened fire until the weapon was empty, rendering it useless, before placing it behind a hostess stand in the restaurant. If I was his lawyer, I'd argue my client lawfully defended himself, then placed the weapon out of sight so it couldn't be repossessed by any potential threats. He only possessed the weapon while under threat, used it to defend himself, and then left it at the scene where he found it.
But see, that's how they get you though. See, that's how it's the wordplay. I told y'all that. It's the wordplay of this shit. It's the crime, but it ain't really the crime. It's how they word this shit. That's what gets you. That's the shit you gotta watch. It's the wordplay of this shit, bro. It's the wordplay. It's that. That's how this shit go. That's what the government do, bro. That's what they do.
I actually think with the right lawyer, JR has a great chance of beating this case due to the fact he was outnumbered, surrounded, attacked by a group. He shot 2 of the 3 suspects who were on surveillance video robbing and attacking him, and he left the weapon at the scene. But we'll just have to wait and see how this case plays out. Now I'll say this, I'm surprised the feds picked this up, and if he doesn't beat this, I'm disgusted by how the laws are
I'm telling you.
in the US.
I'm telling you.
Imagine being attacked for your jewelry that you worked hard for. The attackers attacking you drop a gun, meaning you were attacked by somebody that was armed with a weapon that could easily take your life. They drop the fucking gun, you pick it up and shoot 2 of the people who are attacking you, robbing you, had already robbed you for 1 chain, 1 watch. You shoot them. You leave the gun at the scene after you've already used all the ammo and you made sure no one else is gonna take the gun and reload it. You leave it at the scene, you leave, and the feds charge you with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Now you're facing up to 15 years in federal prison for defending your life. And again, I'm gonna break down because I had to actually look up and find that case in which it gave 5 reasons as to how you could beat this situation. So I want to go back to that and go through them, right? The defendant must be able to demonstrate they reasonably feared death or serious injury from an imminent threat. Why did I pick up the gun? Because the people attacking and robbing me dropped it. So now that it's on the floor, if they pick it up, they can shoot me. They've already attacked me. They've already started to rob me. So what would stop them from shooting me? I picked up that gun and fired to prevent me from getting shot. They did not recklessly place themselves in the path of that threat. I was out eating with my girl. I'm on the phone. They came in, surrounded me. I didn't place myself there. I didn't antagonize anybody. I didn't say, come on and try me. I was in a public setting and I was attacked. They had no reasonable alternative to possession. What other choice did I have? The gun fell on the fucking floor. I'm on the floor. They're all standing around me beating the shit out of me. If I don't grab it, they grab it. If they grab it, I get shot. They reasonably believe possession would avert the threat. If I pick up this gun, I have an equalizer. It's just me. No one is fighting with me or for me. I am defending myself against multiple attackers. But when I picked this fucking gun up, every bullet in it just became my friend. Now I can avert this threat by sitting this motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah. Living life on the run, too problems at once. But I can't get no sleep. How about before that fucking sun? Yeah, my bad, y'all. My fucking I think I'm time for over there. You gotta keep it. You gotta keep that shit fucking moving.
Down for the rest of his life, blowing this motherfucker's finger off and sending everybody running. They maintain possession only as long as necessary to avoid that threat. Once everybody was gone, he ain't moving anymore, so I know he ain't a problem. Take the gun and I put it away. I'm not gonna leave it next to Ben 10. I don't know if he's got another Glock 43X magazine. He's just gonna stuff it in there, start firing at me. No, I'm gonna take the gun. I'm gonna put it somewhere where no one else.
And that's the reason why he did that, because he knew he was a fella. If he knew he would have took it from the scene, he would have been fucked up. That's why he did that. I tell you, man, everybody ain't dumb as they seem, bro.
Fucking easily see it. It's out of sight, so I know I'm safe when I leave.
Since he was smart enough to do that action, and they couldn't. You get what I'm saying? It's the wordplay. It's the wordplay of this shit. Since he was smart enough, since they figured, oh yeah, this Negro was smart enough to take the gun and put it somewhere safe, so he was smart enough not to take it with him because he knew his fella. 17 songs about it. He was only like 5. I'm exaggerating, y'all, but y'all know. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he made 17 songs. Yeah, we got something for that. You know what I'm saying? It's just shit like that. It's just shit like that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
If someone isn't gonna grab it,
but it was motherfucking. If it was motherfucking goddamn Jake Paul or something, it wouldn't even been no day. It would have been self-defense and it would have been that it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But since it all started day out, you know what I'm saying? We got to make 2017. We got to make 20 this song. You know what I'm saying? And talk about it and go back and forth on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes.
That's it. I left the weapon at the scene. I did not possess the gun longer than needed to secure my life and the fact that I'm leaving here alive. If I was his lawyer, I would play this fucking video that I just made for y'all in court. And I would say, look, he lays out everything for us. Here's the defense. He lays it all out for us. JR don't even need to fucking say nothing. He can just play my video, because for anybody, that makes sense. It doesn't matter if you're a felon or not. When your life is under threat, you're not thinking, fuck, if I grab that, I might get hit with federal possession of a firearm. Yeah. Homie, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make sure that I get back to my little girls. I'm gonna make sure that I leave this bitch alive. And whoever I gotta drop,
we talk about this.
It is what the fuck it is.
That's crazy.
Because you're fighting for your life.
Yeah, bro. That shit weird.
That's it.
You're
weird, fighting for your fucking life. They're already beating you. They're already robbing you. I feel like.
Yo, what's good,
I don't
bro?
know how much money he just blew when he went to the drill or whatever. Man? If he even bought anything. If he drops the right bag on the right
follow too, for sure.
I see him beating this Fed case.
Yeah, bro,
I think he should take this one to fucking trial. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comments.
They just had to sit him down because he was showboating too much. You know what I mean? He was showboating too much. That's the only reason why they had to sit him on down, because he was showboating too much. That's all. If he wasn't doing all that showboat, he'll be good, bro. Trust me, he'll be good. Trust me, bro. I done seen this shit thousands of times. Good thing, bro. During the miss, this was a lesson for each and every one of them. You know what I mean? This right here was a lesson for each and every one of them. That's the greatest thing about it. Nobody lost their life. Yes, motherfuckers might have lost their fingers, motherfuckers might have lost their legs and all that, but this was a lesson. You know what I mean? You can't go past years thinking this shit a game, dog. I keep trying to tell y'all this, man. You can't go past this shit for years thinking this shit a game. This shit ain't no game, dog. People. I don't know what you. Hold on, let me see. What the hell you trying to submerge the lead with? Taylor Green highlights. 6-6 QB. What you say? Hold on, let me read this shit out loud. Just chilling Just chilling was watching Taylor Green highlights and 6'6 QB that has been the most athletic quarterback in combine history. He's a monster. What his name is? Taylor Green. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't really been up on shit. We gotta check out some of his highlights though. I ain't really been up on sports this year, for real. I've been slacking on sports this year. Let's see what he got though. Taylor Green. Taylor Green highlights. What we look? Oh, here. It's about most freakish. It's about most freakish. Oh, that boy out there in Arkansas, huh? Okay. Okay with it. Okay. Let's see what he got. Let's see what he got with it. Teddy Green had it.
And this for all those cats that I was balling with.
Oh yeah. Nah. All right, now look, check this out. So that shit just made me get the shivers, cause Mike Vick was my favorite quarterback back then. You know what I'm saying? He was one of my favorite quarterbacks back then. That's a fact. So, which I think that's probably was everybody's favorite quarterback. You know, Mike Vick was a bad motherfucker. Bro. You know what I'm saying? So if you saying something about Mike Vick stats, then yeah, he probably pretty nasty. He probably pretty nasty. You about to
ain't
see
finna get my ass a scholarship. And how come every teacher's motto is music ain't gonna do for you what college did for me? That's the problem. That's
they have got to evaluate all these players.
They're gonna get you out of there. What they say? He is also 227 pounds, move like that. He is super a lot of work, but yeah, I'm definitely intrigued. From these little 2 minutes. Hey, I like the way it looks for real. I like the way it looks for real.
Green's got a touchdown.
Cause like you say, it's 230, but it's like, cause I'm bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm more than 230. But don't tell nobody. Anyway, and I got like, I still got a little speed, you know what I'm saying? But to be, bro, people don't understand, bro. People like, even if you like 230, 240, but you look toned with it, people don't understand, bro. That is still weight. And with you being tall, it makes it even fucking it's I can't explain it, bro. Cause I'm like 6'5", something like that. So it's like when you tall and got that weight, bro, it puts more, it's like more draining. I can't explain it. It's different from being short and fat. I'm gonna put it like that. You know what I mean? You see people saying to be moving like, yeah, pretty much, bro, pretty much. To be 230 and 6'6" and to be fast, yeah, bro, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Just put it like that. He can see it instantly.
Looking at a second down.
His ass getting it in for sure. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. What? Hey, what? Is he? He's senior? Is he a senior? Is he? I don't know nothing about him. Is he a senior? Do he got more time in college, or is he about to go and draft or what? I don't know. I ain't. Like I said, I told y'all, I told you, bro, I ain't been really fucking around with sports. There's a possibility if he doesn't work out at QB, he can move to wide receiver or tight end. Okay, so he got some. Okay, I mean, I can see him being. Oh, so he got drafted. Damn, the Cleveland Browns drafted him though. Why the fuck he went with the Browns though? He could have got a better pick than that, bro. He could have got a way better. Damn, the Browns to be that nasty and go to the Browns. No, that might be what they need. That might be can change. I ain't gonna lie. That might could be. Hey, they might can work with that for real. Offensive coordinator as a kid, so he worked with them. Okay. Now I see where we at. Yeah, that might work with him. That might work for him. You know what I'm saying? We might see them do something between this year and next year for real. Well, next year. We might see them do something next year for real. Yeah, he nasty though. I gotta keep checking him out though.
Taylor Green over the middle has a man caught, touchdown. Cam Shanks got wide open. They didn't even.
Yeah, this deep.
Washington on the fake. And Jones punches it
in. His ass tricked me. I thought, he tricked me. I thought his ass fixed to get it in again. He didn't trick me. What the fuck?
Green keeps it off the left side. He'll walk it into the end zone.
He's
touchdown, Arkansas.
He
down. Jaden Platt.
Yeah, he gonna do something for them though, for sure.
Taylor Green, 12th play of the drive, looking toward the end zone. He fires back in the end zone, and that ball is caught for a Razorback touchdown. Jaylen Brown.
He get that bitch over.
There was. Of course, that was Coach Petrino not.
Because they drafted 2 receivers in the draft that are monsters, and the head coach was Lamar Jackson. Yeah. You know, you usually got coaches, man, that work with them young boys. You know what I mean? That can up their skill. You know, shit become unstoppable. You know what I mean? Shit become unstoppable. And look at that, like you say, look at Lamar Jackson right now. You know what I'm saying? Shit happen like that. Shit happen like that. Look at the windows. Yeah, bro got some talent, and and like you say, to be that big, and to be able to get out the pocket like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He definitely got some talent for sure. He definitely headstrong for sure.
Coach.
Taylor Green weaves his way into the end zone.
1st and goal now for Arkansas. To the end zone, touchdown Hogs. They go to Rohan Jones, the tight end, 9 yards out.
I tell you, he quit with it. He quit with it for sure.
And now it's a touchdown for Taylor Green.
I ain't gonna lie. I might have to, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I might have to look into that, bro. I might gotta look into that. He does look like a basketball player. He does have a build of a basketball player. He does have a build of a basketball player for sure. Yeah, I feel like he gonna do something though. I feel like he gonna change the game for the Browns though. They need it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They need it, bro. They need it. They need it for sure. They do. Yeah, I'm gonna tap into that though. I'm gonna tap that. Tate, what his name is? Taylor Green. I'm gonna tap into that, bro, for sure. Cause I ain't been, bro. I caught a couple games last year. I don't think I watched. I ain't watched no sports that's playing. I ain't even watched. I'm not even watching baseball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro. I'm really like in a whole nother. I'm on a whole nother side of the damn world right now for some reason. Just trying to focus, man. You know, trying to focus. Yeah, he gonna be something, bro. He gonna be something. And you know what? And for real though, I send all the support to him for sure. I send all the support to him for sure. You know what I'm saying? He done got drafted. All he got to do is do his thing for now. Don't get in there with all that bullshit, because the NFL, they get in there with all that bullshit too, thinking it's a game and bullshit. And, get drunk all out in the open and fighting all at the bar and getting all the charges and going on the high speed chase because they drunk and all the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So, fucking with the girl the porn, typical shit. You know what I'm saying? Typical shit. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I like to see him at a wide receiver. I definitely like to see him at a wide receiver. That's a fact. I feel like he'll definitely be a good play for a wide receiver. Damn, all these shit about to go dead. I gotta put up a damn. All right, what we about to get into, man? Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to watch.
You could see in his eyes, nothing behind the eyes, dead behind the eyes, no soul, NPC, non-player character.
Damn.
He didn't have
Ladies again, start making better choices when it come to men too. We see the signs, we see the warnings. Of course we love them, but guess what? We got to love ourselves more too. So when he hit you once, let it go.
I came back to this case because you made me. The comments under the first video did not stop. They kept coming, hundreds of them, then thousands. And the same questions kept rising to the top no matter how many times I read through them. Why did he kill his own children? Who was the second woman? Was he on something? What happened on that date with his daughter the night before? And one question that kept appearing in the more private corners of the comment section that I am going to address directly before this video is over. So I went back. I pulled every confirmed source, every family statement, every court record, every social media post that has now been verified, and I watched the doorbell camera footage that captured him running, alone, through a Shreveport street while the city behind him was still waking up. No accomplice. No second person. Just a man who had already finished what he came to do and was moving fast in the direction of his own end. That footage told me something the press conference never said out loud. He was not panicking. He was executing a plan that had already been completed. And now I am going to tell you everything I found. Shamar Dewan Elkins was born January 1st, 1995 in Shreveport, Louisiana. He never left. Cedar Grove was his neighborhood, his block, his entire world. But before we get to the man he became, we have to talk about the boy he was, because that part of this story has been almost completely buried under the weight of what he did. His biological mother, Mahalia Elkins, gave birth to him as a teenager while battling a crack cocaine addiction. She could not raise him. A family friend named Betty Walker stepped in and became the woman who actually raised Shamar Elkins from childhood. Betty Walker was his stability, his foundation, the person who filled in the space his mother left behind. Mahalia and Shamar only reconnected more than a decade ago, after he was already an adult, already in the Guard, already building the life that would end the way it ended. The last time Betty Walker saw him was the weekend before the shooting. He brought his entire family to her house for dinner. She said he seemed completely normal. When her phone rang Sunday morning, she said, my babies are gone." His mother texted him the Tuesday before the shooting asking about the children. He replied that everyone was doing okay. On Thursday, she texted, "I love y'all. Give my grandson and my granddaughters a kiss from Grandma." He never texted back. He was already inside whatever had closed around him. Now the questions your comments demanded answers to. The affair. This is now confirmed. Shaniqua Pugh did not simply file for divorce. She filed citing infidelity. That detail was confirmed directly to CNN by Troy Brown, Elkins' own brother-in-law. He was cheating. She found out. She filed. And here is the part that makes this case reach backward in time and rewrite everything. Before they were even married, Shaniqua had considered leaving him. And when she did, Elkins told her directly that if she ever left, he would kill her, their children, and himself. She heard that threat. She stayed. She married him in April 2024. And when she finally filed for divorce 2 years later, that threat, which had been sitting inside their relationship since before the wedding, became the blueprint for what happened on Sunday morning. He enlisted in the Louisiana Army National Guard in August 2013 at 18 years old and served 7 years as a signal support system specialist and a fire support specialist. Both roles involve weapons systems, coordinating firepower, and operating under pressure in high-stakes environments. He was never deployed overseas. He left in August 2020 as a private, the lowest enlisted rank, and came back to Cedar Grove with no documented transition support on public record. 7 years of military training. Nothing to help him integrate back into civilian life when the uniform came off. After leaving the Guard, he went to work at UPS. His co-worker Willie Vasher described him to the New York Times as someone who seemed like a devoted family man. But Vasher noticed something he could not explain away. Elkins had a bald spot on his head. Not from genetics, from a nervous tic. He pulled his hair out throughout the workday due to stress. Strand by strand. Every single shift. His mother had noticed it too. That bald spot was visible to everyone around him and nobody asked what it meant. He had at least 2 prior criminal convictions. The first was a DWI in 2016. The second was in 2019 when he was arrested near Caddo Magnet High School. After pulling a 9mm handgun from his waistband and firing 5 shots at a vehicle, he claimed the driver pointed a gun at him first. Children were playing outside less than 300 feet from where those shots landed. He pleaded guilty to illegal use of a weapon. The school property charge was dismissed. He received 18 months probation. Under Louisiana law, that conviction legally barred him from possessing firearms until at least 2029. The ATF is now actively investigating how he obtained both the small-caliber handgun and the rifle-style pistol he used to kill 8 sleeping children. That question has not been answered. The second woman. Her name is Christina Snow. She was his girlfriend, the woman he had 3 children with outside of his marriage to Shaniqua. Braylon Snow, age 5, Kadarian Snow, age 6, Soraya Snow, age 11. Christina lived on Harrison Street. The attack began there. Elkins arrived at her home first around 5 in the morning, shot her in the head, and took her 3 children before driving to the West 79th Street house where Shaniqua and the remaining children were sleeping. Christina survived. She has undergone surgery. She is expected to live. She gave investigators a full account of what happened at her door before sunrise. Now, why? In February, 2 full months before the shooting, Elkins tried to take his own life. That is confirmed by Betty Walker, the woman who raised him, who told the New York Times directly. A suicide attempt in February, a VA stay for mental health treatment shortly after, released, sent home, back into the same house, the same marriage that was dissolving, the same financial pressure, the same children across 2 households. The facility released him, and the family said he came home happy. But happy is not healed. And 10 days after that release, he was on Facebook asking God to guard his mind and his emotions when negativity arose. That post was public, visible to anyone reading his page. And nobody connected it to what it actually was. A man still in crisis who had already tried to end his life once and was looking for a reason not to try again. On Easter Sunday, April 5th, he called his mother Mahalia and his stepfather Marcus Jackson. He was crying. He told them Shaniqua had filed for divorce and that he was drowning in dark thoughts. His stepfather told him he could beat it, and Elkins replied with the line that has haunted that family since the moment Sunday morning arrived. Some people do not come back from their demons. That call ended. Nobody called a crisis line. Nobody called the police. Most families in that moment do exactly the same thing because most of the time that call does not end the way this one did. But this time it did. His brother-in-law, Troy Brown, who lived with him, heard him in those final days repeating the same thing over and over. Bro, I do not want to lose my wife. Brown described it as unlike anything he had ever heard from Elkins in all the years they had known each other. When Brown left for work at 9 p.m., Saturday night, Elkins was calm. Freddie Montgomery, who lives across the street, saw Elkins sitting on his front porch that same Saturday afternoon, watching the children play in the yard. The 2 men waved at each other. 12 hours later, those children were dead. There was a court date scheduled for April 20th, the morning after the shooting. The divorce papers were ready to be signed. The marriage that he had told her he would kill everyone over if she tried to leave was about to be legally dissolved in a courtroom. He had known that date for weeks. He went on a one-on-one dinner date with his eldest daughter the evening before. He posted about it with laughing emojis. He came home. And somewhere between that dinner and 5 in the morning, something final locked into place. Some children tried to escape through the back door of the West 79th Street home while it was happening. Bullet holes were found in that back door when investigators processed the scene. One child made it to the roof. The rooftop survivors were Kiosha Pugh, Shaniqua's sister who lived in that house, and her 12-year-old daughter. Both jumped. Both sustained broken bones. Both survived. Kiosha managed to call a family member while it was still happening, screaming that he had shot and killed the kids. Troy Brown's own son died in that house that morning. His daughter was the 12-year-old who came off the roof with scratches. His wife fractured bones from the fall. Brown said through tears, "I am never going to get to throw the football with him again." These were 8 babies, precious babies, babies that I helped raise daily, on a daily basis. Was he on medication or drugs? No toxicology report has been publicly released. What is confirmed is that his VA treatment involved a mental health protocol during his stay, but the specific medications or treatments have not been disclosed by any official source. What we know is that he had a documented suicide attempt in February,
crazy,
a VA inpatient stay, a release, 10 days of visible crisis on his own Facebook page, and a phone call to his family where he told them directly he did not know if he would survive his own demons. Whether any pharmaceutical factor contributed to what happened that morning is a question the full investigation has to answer publicly. Now, the question that kept surfacing in the private corners of the comment section. Several posts circulating on Facebook and TikTok, unconfirmed by any official source or named investigator, suggested that the infidelity Shaniqua cited in her divorce filing may have involved another man, that Elkins may have been living a private life that was hidden from everyone around him. This has not been confirmed. No family member on record has named it. No investigator has addressed it. What is confirmed is that the divorce was filed for infidelity. The nature of that infidelity has not been publicly specified. Whether there was a hidden dimension to his personal life that deepened the crisis around the divorce is something this investigation has not addressed openly. It may never be addressed. But this community asked it directly, and it deserved to be named for exactly what it is. An unconfirmed but widely circulating theory about a man who kept an entirely different face turned toward the world than the one that walked through those doors before sunrise on April 19th. The ATF investigation into how a man legally barred from owning firearms until 2029 obtained 2 weapons remains open. The Louisiana governor's Love One Louisiana Foundation covered all funeral costs for the 8 children. The Community Foundation of North Louisiana launched dedicated survivor funds. Hundreds gathered for a vigil, and 2 women remain in recovery while a community tries to find language for a grief that has no edges. Jayla, age 3, Shayla, age 5, Kayla, age 6, Layla, age 7, Marcaden, age 10, Braylon, age 5, Kadarian, age 6, Soraya, age 11, 8 children who tried to get out the back door and couldn't, 8 children whose father sat on the front porch the afternoon before and watched them play in the yard, 8 children whose grandmother texted their father 2 days before asking for a kiss to pass along, 8 children who deserved every single year that was taken from them before the sun came up on what should have been an ordinary Sunday morning in Shreveport, Louisiana. The system had this man on record twice. It had a February suicide attempt that was known to the people who raised him. It had a VA release back into an active crisis. It had a divorce filing for infidelity. It had a court date the next morning. It had a pre-marriage death threat that the woman he married had already survived once. Every single one of those things was a door the system could have walked through. None of them were enough. And 8 children paid for every door that stayed closed.
About 5:55 a.m. on Sunday morning, Shreveport police received the first call regarding a disturbance at a residence in the 300 block of West 79th Street. The caller stated that they were on top of a house. The suspect was inside and that a male had been shot. 3 minutes later at 5:58, dispatch received an additional call indicating the suspect was a relative of the caller. A minute later, 5:59 a.m., dispatch was advised that approximately 9 individuals resided at the location. The caller further stated that the suspect, identified as Shamar Elkins, had shot everyone inside the home. At 6 o'clock a.m., 1 minute later, the caller advised that she and her children had fled from the roof and were now in the backyard. 6:01 a.m., officers arrived on the scene. 6:03, officers made contact with the caller at the residence. At 6:05 approximately, officers requested the Shreveport Fire Department to stage at a nearby location close to Linwood. 6:07 a.m., a second call was received regarding a shooting in the 500 block of Harrison Street. The caller stated that her boyfriend had shot her, taken her 3 children, and fled the scene. 6:08 a.m., the victim identified the suspect as Shamar Elkins. At 6:10, dispatch linked the Harrison Street shooting with the shooting on West 79th Street and that they all were related. At 6:15, officers received information that the suspect had carjacked a red Kia Sportage at West 79th, closest to Linwood. At 6:17 a.m., our traffic units out on random patrol encountered or observed that particular vehicle traveling southbound on Interstate 49. The officers advised at 6:18 that they were crossing the Red River Bridge into Bossier City. At 6:20, officers received information that the children taken from the Harrison Street residence may be inside of the fleeing vehicle. 6:23 a.m., officers advised that they were exiting near Swan Lake area. 6:25 a.m. approximately, officers located the injured victims from the Harrison Street shooting. 6:29 a.m., officers made contact with the suspect through an exchange of gunfire. At 6:30 a.m., officers confirmed contact with the suspect in the 400 block of Brompton Lane. 6:40 a.m., officers advised that the suspect vehicle was empty and no children were located inside. 6:43 a.m., officers cleared the residence of West 79th Street where multiple deceased victims were located. 7:03 a.m., Shamar Elkins was pronounced deceased at the scene on Brompton Lane. 7:14 a.m., the Shreveport Police Department contacted the Louisiana State Police Investigative Division, and they began their deployment to the Bossier City address to begin to investigate the officer-involved shooting.
That shit crazy. That's really crazy, bro. I'm telling you, bro. But I tell y'all, man, watch who you lay down with. Watch who you stick your shit in. Rub your pussy with. Whatever you do. Whatever you enjoy on your time. Watch who you doing these things with, man. Cause people got feelings, man. People got feelings. And you know, depending on y'all situation, man, people might take the shit more serious than you. You know what I mean? In this case, this was kind of the wrong thing. Bro seemed like he did was I wouldn't even date a motherfucker that looked like that. His ass looked like a damn alien. His ass looked like an alien for sure. But anyway, anywho, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. I'm gonna catch y'all good folks. I'm gonna catch y'all good folks on the next screen. Jeff, appreciate you for dropping in, Jeff. And put me on point about old boy, man. Like I say, man, I see him. He got some good talent. I see him doing some things for sure. Boy, I don't know if you trolling me right now or what, but I don't know what you getting at with these wings and this chicken, but yeah. Anyway, I love y'all, man. I'm out, man. Peace.